Good day, students. Welcome to Mathgotserved.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over section 1.6a of our virtual Algebra 1 text. We're going to be focusing on how to apply the distributive property. To get started, we're going to take a look at what the distributive property is first, and then we'll apply it to some examples, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and review what the distributive property is. Alright, so the distributive property is as follows. Let's say you have A multiplied by the quantity B plus C. What happens with the distributive property is you basically distribute the number on the outside to the numbers that you're adding on the inside, okay? So A will get distributed to B and C, and the operation is multiplication. So A times the quantity B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Now, one tip concerning the distributive property is to always form the habit of using arrows. Why is that? Some students neglect to distribute the term on the outside to every single term accidentally. So when you put the arrows in first, it serves as a safeguard to help you avoid forgetting to distribute the number to everything in the parentheses, okay? Alright, so that's one case. What if you have A times the quantity B minus C? In this case, we're going to distribute again. So A times B minus A times C. So we're going to have AB. Now, instead of plus, as was the initial case, is going to be minus AC. Alright, so there goes the distributive property. Now let's go ahead and try out some examples. Okay. The instructions for the examples that we're working on is as follows. We are to simplify the given expressions. Okay, question number 1. What if we have the expression 7 times the quantity n minus 10? Let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So we have 7 on the outside times n minus 10. So 7 will be distributed to n, and 7 will be distributed to negative 10. Now, one thing I want you to note is that 7 has a sign, which is positive. Okay? So you don't normally write it down. So just keep in mind the fact that 7 is positive. When you're distributing a positive number, it doesn't change the sign, but it's just something to keep in mind. Now this becomes 7 times n minus, because the plus times this minus is going to be minus 7 times 10. And then if we simplify, we have 7n minus 70 as our simplified form of the original expression. Alright, let's take a look at question 2. What if we have negative 5 times the quantity 6 plus 4k? Let's simplify this expression. Okay? So we have negative 5 on the outside, and we're multiplying it by 6 plus 4k. So what we're going to do is distribute the number on the outside to the terms on the inside. Alright, so we're going to have negative 5 times positive 6 and negative 5 times positive 4k. So remember, anytime you're multiplying numbers, when the signs are different, you always end up with a negative sign. So negative 5 times 6 is going to be, well, let me show you the steps first before I multiply. So we have negative 5 times 6 plus negative 5 times 4k. Okay? So 5 times 6 is going to be 30, so that'll be negative 30. Now plus times minus, the signs are different, so you're going to have minus 5 times 4, 20k. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and write this in standard form. The term with the variable comes first, so we have negative 20k minus 30 as the simplified form of the given expression in number 2. Alright, let's move on to question number 3. So in question 3, what if we have the expression negative 4 times m minus 8 plus 4? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Solution is as follows. We have negative 4 times m minus 8 plus 4. So we're going to start off by getting rid of this parenthesis by applying the distributive property. So negative 4 will be distributed to m and negative 8. So let's show our work. We have negative 4 times m minus negative 4 times 8 plus 4. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and simplify. 4 times m is just 4m, so we have negative 4m. Minus times minus is a plus. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 4. Can we simplify? Are there any like terms that can be combined here? 32 and 4 are constants, so we can add them both. Okay, we can combine them. So we have negative 4m. Signs are the same, so you add and keep the sign, plus 36. That is the answer to question number 3. Alright, let's take a look at another example, the last one, question 4. What if we have 3 times the quantity 6b minus 9 minus 3 times the quantity 1 minus b? Alright, let's take a look at what the simplified form of this expression looks like. 3 times 6b minus 9 minus 3 times 1 minus b. So what we're going to do is distribute, okay? So 3 gets distributed to 6b and negative 9. And then negative 3 gets distributed to 1 and negative b. Alright, let's see how it looks like. So we're going to have 3 times 6b minus, and then the 3 again times 9 minus 3 times 1. Now this is where you want to be really careful. This negative 3 is being distributed. The entire negative 3 is distributed to 1 and negative b. So we have minus, not 3 times b, minus negative 3 times b. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and simplify. 3 times 6 is 18, so we have 18b. 3 times 9 is 27. Minus 3. Minus times minus is plus. 3 times b is 3b. Now, can we simplify? Absolutely, we can combine like terms. Okay? So 18b and 3b can be combined. Same sign, you add and keep the sign. 18 plus 3 is 21. So we have 21b. And then we have the 27 and 3. These two are have the same sign. So we add and keep the sign, which is a negativity. So it's minus 30. Okay, so there goes the final answer for question number 4. So how well have you mastered the process of applying the distributive property? To demonstrate mastery, we'd like you to try out the following problems. The instructions are the same as before. You are to simplify the given expressions. Number 1, what if you have 6 times 1 minus a Number 2, 8 times the quantity 1 minus 2x. Number 3, what if we have negative 6 times 4 minus 4n minus 10. Number 4, what if we have 2 times the quantity negative 10k plus 7 plus 9 times 7 minus 8k. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video at this time, simplify all these expressions, and then click on the playback button so that you can see what the answers are, because we'll be displaying them momentarily. Okay, so let's hope that you've had the time to try out the problems. So let's display what the answers to these problems are. For number 1, the solution is 6 minus 6a. For number 2, it's 8. Well, let's put it in standard form. It's negative 16x plus 8. Number 3 is 24n minus 34. And then number 4 is negative 92k plus 77. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. I really appreciate it. If you found the contents of this tutorial helpful in your studies of the distributive property, do give us a thumbs up. Your positive feedback is very valuable to us. If you have any questions or comments about the contents of this presentation, just place it in the comment section below and we'll be more than glad to respond. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates to other cool tutorials such as this. More tools and support resources can be found at Mathgotserved.com, and to access the entire playlist, you can scan this QR code or look in the description. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.